to Pure Nebraska. Here on the program, we are always working to put agriculture in the spotlight.
And the Alliance for the Future of Agriculture in Nebraska is playing a role in that as well. So joining us now with more on that is Willow Holoubek. She is the Executive Director of AFAN. Glad to have you here today.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having us today.
Yeah, on the first show, so thanks so much.
Yeah. This is an honor.
Well, Willow, tell us about AFAN and what you guys do.
Well, AFAN, the Alliance for the Future of Agriculture in Nebraska, was formed about 9 years ago. It came out of the livestock initiative that Dr. Tom Osborne, when he was in Congress, started. It is an organization that helps support agriculture, as we all know the importance of it, and specifically supporting protein production by helping to support our livestock people in either expansion or siting new operations.
And Willow, do you see livestock expanding, livestock production expanding here in Nebraska?
We do see livestock expanding. As you all know, we're the #1 beef state, but we're looking at new ways that cows and calves can be raised in eastern Nebraska right along with the corn. As we all know, the mama cow is the only way that we can take inedible products from our sandhills, and she turns them into protein that we can all consume. We've also seen a very large opportunity in the pork industry and the broiler chicken industry as well, along with dairy.
So you just got back from a trip to China.
Yes.
Maybe tell us more about that.
Okay. Well, the Nebraska LEAD program has an alumni association, which both my husband and I are a part of. So the Alumni Association chose to use as their study seminar this year a trip to China. There were 34 of us that went as couples over there, and to look at, of course, the highlights of China, but then also try to understand agriculture a little bit better in our role and in their society.
Amazing.
Cool.
It's got to be interesting to go to China and learn more about maybe how agriculture, Nebraska agriculture, is perceived in China. Did you learn anything about that, and how China might be a good export market for us?
You know, China is a large export market for food from Nebraska. There are 1.34, almost 1.4 billion people that live in China.
Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing. It's about the same size as the United States.
With that many people.
With that many people. So we started out in Beijing, and we actually were able to go and look into a pork processing plant there that was modernized in 2009. Looks very much like our processing facilities here. They process about 6,000 head of pork every day, and 70% of what the Chinese like to eat is fresh. And so 70% of all of the pork processed there actually went straight to the marketers to be straight put into the market without ever being frozen. Now, of course, they can't feed all of that 1.3 billion people. So it creates a huge opportunity for us here in Nebraska to help to supply them dairy products, also pork and chicken products. Unfortunately, at this point, we're not able to export beef directly to China, though there is a China market there for our beef.
Something to work on then, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
very much so.
Okay, well, thank you, Willow, for joining us today, telling us about AFAN.
Thank you for having us.
Great to
All
have you.
right.